Thousands of years globally in every culture and race, people have consumed animals.
Does that make it moral?
No, but that's the funny.
It's not about morality.
It's morality only in Islam, how to slaughter animals, how to deal with the
I'm talking about
morality.
I'm talking about our understanding of right and wrong.
Okay, so what makes you think you have a better understanding of what's right and wrong versus people thousands even?
Look, it's not about me. I'm just no, because you're coming at me. Come at my arguments.
You're telling us what to do, right? You're giving us
debunk my arguments.
The source of your argument, the foundation is you have a better idea of what's
No.
Look,
the reason telling you what to do, he's just making a point.
No, I think you should be vegan.
He's right.
You should be vegan.
He makes
in the same fashion.
a moral argument that he's better.
He can.
Whoa, it's not about me being better. I was eating animals. No.
Have you had a conversation with any animals?
With any animals?
Yeah.
No.
How do you know how they feel?
So I haven't had any conversation. Wait, let me finish. Look, you can't ask me a question, not let me respond. So I haven't had a conversation with any babies either, but I'm not going to make them suffer. So just because they can't talk to me doesn't mean I shouldn't give them rights. Some humans can't talk either. Some mentally disabled humans cannot communicate with me. Doesn't mean I'm going to exploit them or use them or turn them into a ham sandwich. Right, so what is it about the animal, what is it about the cow that makes it okay for me to slit that cow's throat?
We need it.
I'm standing right in front of you, I don't eat cows.
It's up to you, man.
It's up to you.
Right, but you said we need it.
Yes,
it's a fact.
we do.
We either do or we don't.
Yes.
Do we need to?
Yeah, we do.
What nutrient can you get that I can't get?
Hello, what you got? You get in a supplement
That's a different
B12.
point.
Yeah.
I don't need B12.
I don't need B12.
Okay.
If I eat animals.
But what's wrong with taking a B12 supplement?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
No.
That means you need B12.
So you acknowledge that if I take a B12 supplement, I don't need to eat animals.
Good on you.
No.
Good on you, bro.
It's not about me.
It is about you.
Look,
Because you're standing with a placard saying become a vegan. So it is about.
but hey, you're the one that made the statement saying you need to. Well, that's
ask the doctor.
Look, if we need to, we both need to. And I'm saying provide the evidence that we need to.
We talked about what's natural.
No, I'm not talking about what's natural. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Absolutely relevant. Because
Wait. Okay. That's irrelevant. For thousands of years, we've been violent to each other. We've raped each other. We've murdered each other.
if it happens, you think rape doesn't happen?
Do you think that
Yes.
It happens today more in London than anywhere else.
Yeah, and it's not moral. It's wrong.
Dude, who gives a fuck about your idea of what's moral?
You said
Listen to what I'm saying to you. Does rape happen?
yes,
Does murder happen?
yes,
Does homosexuality happen?
yes.
So all these incidents happen across the world, across religions, races and colours.
Yes.
So it's natural.
I never said it's not natural.
Your position comes from your language and your way of thinking. You're trying to basically give this definition of morality.
Arrogance as well.
In many cultures and tribes, they have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Okay, but I'm talking to you, and you do know what I'm talking about.
But I'm telling you that you're nonsense.
You have to provide an argument as to why.
You think too much. If you stop thinking in English for a moment, you'd realise that you're just chatting shit from your
Well,
because it doesn't mean anything. As a human being to survive,
Yeah.
your instinct will drive you to survive. Now,
Sure, but you don't eat animals to survive.
The primary source of survival to date has been consuming meat throughout history,
Of course.
thousands and thousands of years across the world.
Yeah.
Now suddenly, in 2019, you pop up. You've been to school, and suddenly it's a trend to become environmentalist. You think you have a better grasp of morality than the rest of us, and hence why you're campaigning for this. And you think you have a better.
It's not about me. It's about my argument.
No, it's your.
It's nothing to do with me. No, it's not. Yes, I am, but that doesn't mean the argument's me. I'm wearing a jumper. Doesn't mean I'm a jumper.
Dude, you've come up with this position to argue that we should stop. I admit.
Yes.
You haven't convinced me.
Okay.
So you're arguing with me that I should stop.
Well, you suggested that it's okay because it's.
You're arguing.
No, come on. I can't even get sentence in. You suggested that it's okay because it's natural, but you acknowledge that rape is natural, that violence is natural. So you know there's a distinction between what's natural and what's moral. I acknowledge that killing animals can be seen as natural. I acknowledge that, but it's not. That doesn't make it moral. What makes it okay to kill a cow? What makes it okay?
A lion is consuming deers night and day, but you probably have no say in that, and you would probably tell me to stand away and let them do what they do.
Well, lions.
And that's natural.
But lions can't eat plants. They can't survive off plants. You can.
Dude,
and secondly, lions haven't got. Look on. No, let me finish. Lions haven't got moral agency. They don't understand right and wrong. You have a concept of morality.
For some reason, you think you're the champion of what's right and wrong on this subject. And when I ask you, you're like, oh, because they're sentient beings. But you've never had a conversation with a cow.
I haven't had a conversation with him. It's your position that beings only have moral value if I had a conversation with them. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not
so it's irrelevant.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is your position is entirely on some imagination you have built yourself with the language of English, where you're making these connections of morality, what's right and wrong. It's giving you some emotional excitement. You're like, oh, I should tell everybody what to do now.
Thank you.
That's my last one. So thank you.
And it's tasty, you see.
Well, that's not a good enough reason. You look tasty too.
Okay, I agree with you, but at the same time, we have the right to kill animals. That's the problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
but why do we have that right?
because God gave us that right.
Like, we're the highest
believe in
creation
God.
on this earth. We're the humans, and we have the right, as long as it's respectful and within the guidelines, to kill animals for.
But it's not compulsory, is it?
It's not compulsory.
Right.
No. It's not
Right.
compulsory. And you're not even meant to eat. You're not even
Still
meant
be
to.
Muslim and be vegan.
Yeah. So religion aside, I guess this is like separate.
Okay.
Is it still not better to like reduce the amount of suffering you participate?
It's 100%.
So what would stop you then from being vegan?
Right now?
Yeah.
Like, what's the problem with eating eggs?
Good question. Yeah. So the male chicks in the egg industry are useless.
Okay.
So the male chicks, they get separated from birth on a conveyor belt. They get ground up while they're fully conscious, or suffocated in bags. And this is the British egg industry. And all the animals in the egg industry or the dairy industry, they all end up in the slaughterhouse, the same as the ones bred for meat. Let's say if I had a male chick from the egg industry and placed one in a grinder and said, if you press that button, you can eat the eggs.
Okay.
Would you press the button or would you eat something else?
Because it's right in front of you. You wouldn't do that.
But that's the decision we're making every day. We just don't see the consequence.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. But like, as an atheist, like, where does your moral compass come from?
I guess it comes from my empathy.
Okay, it does come from.
And I look at humans, I see them suffering, I don't want that to happen to me, so I don't want to do it to them, and it's the same for animals.
So, like, do you agree with that, like the food chain and everything? Would you see us on top in terms of like exploring, or?
I think we have the power to. I think we can exploit others. We're the powerful one, but I don't think that makes it moral.
Okay.
So like, I have the power to exploit an animal. I have the power to exploit a child, but that doesn't make right. I don't think. I think with that power becomes a responsibility. I know that's a quote from Spider-Man, but but we shouldn't exploit them just because we can. We should look after the ones that are vulnerable to us.
Okay.
If you've got your phones, I'll give you a documentary to watch.
What is it called?
It's called Game Changers.
Oh, I know that one. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I'm gonna watch it today. I was thinking.
Yeah. Because if like.
The bodybuilder was pushing it, like.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kai Green.
Oh yeah, he's thinking of going vegan. I think he's gone vegan for like a month or something. Yeah. But if the barrier for you is that, okay, I need to be healthy, I'm scared I won't get the nutrients, then maybe watch that documentary.
Okay.
And then once we establish that we can be healthy, then religion aside, it's just you as an individual. You can live a life where you're trying to reduce suffering as much as you can.
100%.
Yeah. Good to talk to you anyway, I'm Jack. Game Changers on Netflix, man. Have a watch. Cheers. Good to talk to you. Thank you, guys.
What's your name?
Jack.
Jack.
Good to meet you. Thanks. You acknowledge that animals can suffer.
They do this.
They don't want the knife.
Did they tell you
avoid.
that?
Huh?
Did they tell
I
you?
give them the benefit of the doubt. In the same way I'd give a baby the benefit of the doubt. They can't tell me that either. So, providing you know their sentience.
Yeah, but a baby and an animal are two different things.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So it's a false equivalence for you to compare the two.
No, I'm not. But you said, did they tell you that? And just because they didn't tell me that doesn't mean they want to die. A baby can't tell me that either. So the fact that they can't tell me is irrelevant to the question of whether it's okay.
What is your view about abortion? Because you brought in a baby. What's your view about abortion?
So I believe that as soon as sentience arises, it becomes unethical to abort a child.
But even if it's not, even when it doesn't have this ability, or like you said, when it becomes sentient, does it not have the potential of life?
It does, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that is a human life, by the way.
Has potential of a human life, yeah.
Do you know there are more than 200,000 abortions in this country every year?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go. Now, to me, the human life is more value than an animal life.
Sure. You don't need to value a chicken as equal to a human in order not to enslave and harm the chicken. You just need to believe that chicken's life is more important than your taste buds. That's all it is. You're choosing between an animal's life and your taste pleasure. It's not between an animal and a human.
No, but that's what you brought up, not me, remember?
No,
you brought up the example of the baby.
Because
I would not ask a baby, I would not, just like a baby wouldn't tell me it hurts.
Yeah.
Yes, an animal would.
Yeah.
So because you're the one who made the false equivalence.
balance.
No, because you suggested that because an animal can't communicate with me, it's okay to exploit them. And I'm saying, well, some humans can't communicate with me either. That's what you suggested.
What if you had pets? What if a vegan had a pet? What would you feed it?
Well, it depends on the pet. A dog can be a vegan. Yeah, a dog can live on a vegan diet.
Oh, so you're going to be abusive to the dog now?
And what's your definition?
Just because of your
wait. What's your definition of abuse?
Abuse means, by default, a dog is a carnivore.
Omnivore.
Well, omnivore, okay, but not a vegan.
No.
You agree?
But
for you to feed it only vegan food, that would be abuse. Do you not agree?
Wait, what? No, but is there abuse if there's no harm?
No. Abuse means, you know what's abuse, right?
I asked you.
Whatever its nature is to feed itself, whether it's a omnivore or
all the nutrients they need.
Listen. An omnivore and a carnivore by nature is not a vegan.
I'm not talking about what's natural.
No, I'm talking about a pet who is not a vegan. You're saying that pet can eat vegan food.
And be healthy, yes.
Yes, but the question is that pet a vegan by default?
No.
So what you're doing is you're abusing its right to its natural. Now next time you'll be going, okay, let's feed the lions vegan food. Where does this stop? Where do you draw the line?
Do you think there's anything natural about having a dog in a house anyway?
You know, you said not to harm any sentient being. By you giving vegan food to a dog who is not a vegan, that's harming it. So you're making their life such that they have no alternative but to eat whatever is available. However, if you gave that dog and a cat a food which is natural to it, then obviously it will go for something which is natural. So it'll go for.
It's irrelevant what's natural. If a dog could be healthy on a vegan diet, would you accept putting one on a vegan diet, or do you still think it's wrong?
I'm saying it's wrong because that's not his natural diet.
Look, there's a big difference between what's natural and what's moral.
Okay.
There are plenty of things that I could point out that are natural that you would say aren't moral.
No, we're talking about food. We're talking about basic stuff. I'm not talking about other things.
You don't eat a natural diet.
Okay.
Our ancestors ate insects. Do you eat insects?
No. Our ancestors could have eaten raw meat. Okay?
Do you eat raw meat?
They could have eaten raw vegetables. Even you don't eat raw vegetables. I know that.
Oh,
okay?
I'll have a raw carrot every now and then.
Yeah, a carrot is not the only vegetable out there. That is not their natural diet.
I don't care what's natural. Let's just deal with what this natural thing.
If you don't care, why are we having this discussion, you know?
No, because there are plenty of things that are natural that we wouldn't see as moral today. Violence to other humans is natural. It's happened for thousands and thousands of years.
Abortion is violent.
Rape can be seen as natural. It's happened for thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
You don't tell an animal can survive on a vegan diet when its nature is not vegan.
I don't care what's natural. Rape can be seen as natural. It's evolved from thousands.
Rape is natural to whom?
All of us.
Seriously, this guy is really exhausted now.
Do you want to let me respond?
This is called fundamentalist
Let me respond. You ready? It's happened thousands and thousands and thousands of years in our evolutionary past. It spreads our genes through the gene pool. It happens among all of the animal kingdom.
If you're going to impose a vegan diet on them, to me that is abuse. Now whether you like it or not, that's not natural.
You can't have abuse without any exploitation or suffering.
Well, that is exploitation if you ask me. That is exploitation. If they are not vegan and you force them to become vegan,
You are forcing them to eat whatever food you want anyway. They didn't choose which brand of dog food you got from Tesco.
By the way, I don't have pets, so don't say I. Okay, I'm saying those who have pets.
Oh.
Yes.